Angelina slammed the door of her childhood home, the echo reverberating through the quiet suburban street in upstate New York, her heart pounding as she clutched the remnants of a torn photograph in her fist. Her mother, Chief Elena Ramirez, had just confessed to destroying every single picture of Angelina with her first girlfriend, claiming it was for her own good, to erase the sin before it ruined the family name. But the shock came when Angelina realized her mother hadn't stopped there. She'd reported Annabelle to immigration authorities, twisting facts to paint her as a threat, all because their love dared to exist in the open. Angelina's mind raced as she stumbled down the driveway, the cool autumn air biting at her skin. How could her own mother, the pillar of justice in their small town, stoop to this? Elena had always been the enforcer, the one who commanded respect in her uniform, but now that authority felt like a weapon turned inward. Angelina thought back to the day it all started 6 months ago, when she'd mustered the courage to come out. "Mom, I'm in love with Annabelle," she'd said over dinner, her voice steady despite the tremor in her chest. Elena's fork had clattered to the plate, her eyes narrowing. "Love? That's not love, Angie. That's confusion. And I won't let it destroy you or us." The drive to Annabelle's apartment in the city felt endless, every mile amplifying the storm inside Angelina. She replayed the confrontation in her head. Elena standing in the living room holding a box of shredded photos, her face a mask of righteous fury. "I did it for you," Elena had insisted. "Those images would haunt you forever. Society isn't ready, and neither are you." But Angelina knew it was more than that. It was Elena's fear of scandal, of whispers in the precinct, of her perfect image cracking. As police chief, Elena had built her career on unflinching morality, but this act reeked of hypocrisy. Angelina's thoughts swirled. Was this protection or control? Had her mother ever truly seen her, or just the daughter she wanted her to be? Arriving at Annabelle's door, Angelina knocked urgently, her knuckles white. Annabelle opened it, her warm brown eyes widening at the sight of Angelina's tear-streaked face. "What happened? Angie, talk to me." They collapsed onto the couch and Angelina poured out the story, her words tumbling like a dam breaking. Annabelle held her close, whispering assurances, but inside, Annabelle's own fears ignited. She'd come to America on a student visa from Colombia, building a life as a graphic designer. But Elena's influence could shatter it all. "Your mom reported me? For what?" Annabelle asked, her voice cracking. Angelina shook her head. "She said you're influencing me negatively. It's all lies, but she's got connections." As the night wore on, they talked in hushed tones, the weight of the betrayal settling like fog. Annabelle's mind drifted to her own family back home, conservative Catholics who disowned her when she came out. "I thought America was different," she murmured. "But hate follows you everywhere." Angelina felt a surge of guilt. Her love had put Annabelle in danger. Should she have kept it hidden? The question gnawed at her, a moral quandary that twisted her insides. By dawn, they decided to fight back. Quietly at first, gathering evidence of Elena's overreach. But Angelina couldn't shake the doubt. Was standing up to her mother worth the risk of losing everything? The next day, Angelina returned to work at the local library, her role as a children's librarian a stark contrast to the chaos at home. Colleagues noticed her distraction, but she brushed it off with a forced smile. Inside, she battled the urge to confront Elena again. "Why can't you accept me?" she'd wanted to scream. Instead, she channeled her energy into research, poring over legal books on discrimination and family law. Annabelle texted her throughout the day. "We can do this together. Don't let her win." But the messages only heightened Angelina's inner conflict. Love shouldn't require a battle plan, she thought. Yet here they were, plotting like fugitives in their own lives. That evening, a call from Elena shattered the fragile calm. "Come home, Angie. We need to talk." Angelina hesitated, her finger hovering over the decline button. Part of her yearned for reconciliation, for her mother to see the pain she'd caused. But another part screamed to run. She answered, her voice steady. "What more is there to say, Mom? You've already destroyed my memories." Elena's sigh was heavy. "I was protecting our family. You don't understand the world out there." The conversation escalated, accusations flying like daggers. Elena accused Annabelle of manipulation. Angelina countered with Elena's abuse of power. By the end, Angelina hung up, her resolve hardening. This wasn't just about photos, it was about identity, about claiming her truth in a world that demanded conformity. The following week brought a whirlwind of tension as Angelina and Annabelle navigated the fallout. Angelina's days at the library blurred into a haze of forced normalcy, but her mind was elsewhere, replaying Elena's words like a broken record. How could a woman sworn to uphold the law bend it to fit her prejudices? Angelina's inner monologue was relentless. If I back down now, I'm admitting she's right, that my love is something to hide. But fighting means dragging Annabelle into the crossfire. The moral dilemma weighed heavy, each decision a potential betrayal of self or partner. Annabelle, meanwhile, faced her own demons at her design studio. Whispers from co-workers about immigration checks unnerved her. Elena's report had triggered an inquiry, and now every email felt like a trap. I can't lose this life I've built, Annabelle confided to Angelina over coffee one morning. Their hands intertwined under the table, a small act of defiance in a public space. Angelina squeezed back, but doubt crept in. Am I worth this risk? The societal pressure was palpable. The stares from strangers, the judgmental glances that screamed, unnatural. In America, land of the free, freedom came with asterisks for people like them. A turning point came when Angelina discovered an old journal in her apartment, tucked away from Elena's purge. Entries from her teenage years revealed suppressed feelings, hints of attraction to girls that she'd buried under societal expectations. Reading them now, tears welled up. I've been lying to myself for so long, she whispered to herself. This revelation fueled her determination. She couldn't let Elena erase her past or dictate her future. She called a lawyer friend, Sarah, who specialized in LGBTQ rights. Your mom's actions could be seen as harassment, Sarah advised over the phone. But pursuing it means going public, family secrets aired out. The idea terrified Angelina. Publicity could ruin Elena's career, tarnish the family name she'd fought so hard to protect. Yet wasn't that the point? To expose the hypocrisy? Annabelle urged caution. Think about what you want, Angie. Revenge or peace? Their conversation that night was raw, voices rising in the small living room. Peace? After what she did? Angelina shot back. She reported you. That's not protection, that's war. Annabelle's eyes filled with pain. And what if we lose? I could be deported. The argument hung in the air, a chasm between love and survival. Days later, Elena showed up unannounced at Angelina's workplace, her uniform commanding attention from patrons. We need to talk privately, she demanded. In the back office, the confrontation unfolded like a storm. Elena's face was etched with regret, but her words were defensive. I did what any mother would do to save her child from heartache. Angelina laughed bitterly. Save me? You destroyed me. She pulled out the torn photo remnant, shoving it toward Elena. This was us, Happy, and you shredded it like trash. Elena's composure cracked, her voice softening. I was scared, Angie. For you, for our community. What will people say? The exchange left Angelina reeling. Driving home, her thoughts raced. Is fear an excuse for betrayal? Society's chains were tight, but breaking them required sacrifice. That night, Annabelle revealed her own secret. She'd been in touch with an activist group for support. They can help with the immigration mess, she said. But Angelina felt a pang of jealousy, of exclusion. Why didn't you tell me sooner? The small omission felt like a crack in their foundation, highlighting the trust issues bubbling beneath. As tensions mounted, a social gathering amplified the drama. At a friend's birthday party in the city, Angelina and Annabelle arrived hand in hand, only to face subtle discrimination. An acquaintance, Mark, cornered Angelina. Heard about your mom's stunt. Tough break, but maybe she's got a point. Family first, right? His words stung, a reminder of the pervasive bias. Annabelle overheard and snapped. Family doesn't destroy you. The night ended early, with the couple retreating to silence in the car. Angelina's mind whirled. How many more battles can we fight? The file's climax built when Angelina received a letter from immigration, summoning Annabelle for an interview. Panic set in. This is it, Annabelle said, her voice trembling. If they deport me, what then? Angelina held her, but inside rage boiled toward Elena. The choice loomed. Confront her mother head-on or seek mediation. Opting for the latter, Angelina arranged a family meeting, hoping for resolution. But doubt lingered. Was reconciliation possible? Or was this just delaying the inevitable fracture? By the end of this segment, the stakes had risen, with each character paying a price. Angelina her peace of mind, Annabelle her security, Elena her unblemished facade. The path forward promised more conflict, more heart-wrenching decisions. The family meeting unfolded in a neutral coffee shop downtown, the aroma of espresso clashing with the thick tension in the air. Elena arrived first, her posture rigid, eyes scanning the room like a suspect lineup. Angelina and Annabelle entered together, their linked arms a silent declaration. Sitting across from her mother, Angelina's heart hammered. This is it, she thought, the moment where words could mend or sever forever. Elena broke the silence. I didn't expect both of you. Her tone dripped with disapproval, igniting Annabelle's defensiveness. I'm part of this family now, whether you like it or not. The discussion quickly escalated into accusations. Elena defended her actions. Reporting her was to protect you, Angie. She's not stable here. Annabelle leaned forward, eyes blazing. Stable? I've built more here than you ever gave me credit for. Angelina mediated, but her own anger surfaced. You abused your power, Mom. That's not love, that's control. Elena's face flushed. Control? I've sacrificed everything for this family. My marriage, my dreams, all for stability. And now you throw it away for this. The word this hung like a slur, cutting deep. As the argument intensified, passers-by glanced curiously, amplifying the public humiliation. Angelina's inner turmoil peaked. Am I betraying my heritage by choosing love? Her father's absence loomed large. He'd left years ago, unable to handle Elena's intensity. Was history repeating? Annabelle excused herself briefly, leaving mother and daughter alone. Elena's voice softened. I burned those photos because they reminded me of my failures. I couldn't protect you from the world. For a moment, vulnerability cracked Elena's armor. But Angelina pushed back. Protection doesn't mean erasure. Returning, Annabelle dropped a bombshell. The activist group had evidence of Elena's misconduct, including misuse of police resources. We could go public, she threatened. Elena's eyes widened in shock. You wouldn't. But the gauntlet was thrown, forcing Elena to confront the consequences. Driving home, Angelina questioned everything. Was exposing her mother the right path? Or a vengeful mistake? Moral ambiguity clouded her judgment. Society's lens painted her as the rebel, Elena as the guardian. The immigration interview loomed the next day, heightening the drama. Annabelle prepared meticulously, but nerves frayed her edges. What if they see through me? She confided. Angelina reassured her, but guilt gnawed. This is my fault. At the office, questions probed their relationship. Officials' biases evident in pointed inquiries. How long have you been influencing Ms. Ramirez? One asked. Annabelle held firm, but the ordeal left her shaken. Afterward, she confronted Angelina. Your mom did this to us. How can you still talk to her? The rift deepened that evening in a heated exchange. She's my mother. Angelina yelled. Flawed, yes, but blood. Annabelle's retort was sharp. Blood that poisons. The words echoed, a betrayal born of pain. Alone later, Angelina's thoughts spiraled. Love demands sacrifice, but how much? Society's whispers amplified her isolation. Friends distancing, colleagues gossiping. Even at the library, a parent complained about inappropriate influences, hinting at her orientation. An unexpected ally emerged in Sarah, the lawyer, who offered pro bono help. This is bigger than your family. It's about systemic bias. Inspired, Angelina joined a support group, hearing stories mirroring her own. One woman's tale of parental rejection ending in reconciliation sparked hope, but another's of permanent estrangement fueled fear. Annabelle, meanwhile, grappled with her own choices. Stay and fight, or return home defeated. I love you, but this country's hate is suffocating, she admitted. The file's tension peaked with a midnight call from Elena. I withdrew the report, she said curtly. But don't think this changes anything. Angelina's relief mixed with suspicion. Was this genuine remorse or damage control? The concession came at a price. Elena's reputation whispered about in the precinct. As characters weighed their damages, the narrative built toward greater confrontations, each decision etching deeper scars. With the immigration threat lifted, a fragile truce settled, but underlying resentments simmered. Angelina visited Elena alone, seeking understanding in the family home that now felt foreign. "Why withdraw it?" she asked, standing in the kitchen where so many battles had begun. Elena avoided her gaze, stirring tea. "Because I saw the pain in your eyes. But Angie, this lifestyle, it's hard. I know from experience." The revelation stunned Angelina. Experience. Elena confessed a long-buried secret. A college fling with a woman, suppressed for career and family. "I chose safety over truth. Don't make my mistakes." This disclosure humanized Elena, but also ignited fury. "You hypocrite. You lived a lie and forced it on me." Elena's defenses crumbled. "I wanted better for you." The conversation unearthed layers of generational trauma, societal pressures that molded Elena into her rigid self. Angelina's mind raced. Does understanding excuse betrayal? Walking away, she felt a mix of pity and resolve. Back with Annabelle, sharing the story sparked debate. "She's projecting her regrets," Annabelle said. "But that doesn't erase what she did." As weeks passed, societal backlash intensified. A local news story hinted at Elena's family troubles, fueling rumors. At work, Elena faced scrutiny from superiors, her authority questioned. "Is this what you wanted?" she texted Angelina bitterly. The message stung. Angelina hadn't leaked anything, but guilt persisted. Was her pursuit of authenticity worth her mother's downfall? Annabelle pushed for distance. "She damaged us. Protect yourself." But Angelina wavered, torn between loyalty and self-preservation. A pivotal moment arrived at a community event, where Elena was honored for service. Angelina attended reluctantly, Annabelle by her side. Whispers followed them, judgmental eyes piercing. During Elena's speech on justice, a protester interrupted, holding a sign. "Equality for all, even chiefs' daughters." Chaos ensued, with Elena's composure shattering. Later, she confronted Angelina. "Your friends did this?" Angelina denied, but the accusation deepened the divide. Annabelle admitted contacting activists, justifying it as necessary. She needed to face consequences. Betrayal stung Angelina. "You went behind my back?" The argument that night was explosive, trust fracturing. "How could you?" Angelina cried. Annabelle countered. "How could I not? She almost deported me." The exchange highlighted their differing approaches. Angelina's hope for redemption versus Annabelle's demand for accountability. Alone, Angelina questioned her choices. "Am I naive to seek forgiveness?" Society's mirror reflected back a fractured image, where love clashed with ethics. Reconciliation attempts faltered. Elena invited them for dinner. A olive branch extended. The evening started civilly, but old wounds reopened. "I accept you," Elena claimed. Annabelle scoffed. "Accept? You tried to erase us." Tensions boiled, ending in Elena's tearful admission. "I'm trying, but it's hard unlearning hate." Angelina saw glimmers of change, but doubt lingered. Driving home, Annabelle issued an ultimatum. "Her or me, Angie. I can't keep paying for her sins." The pressure mounted, forcing Angelina into isolation. At the support group, stories of similar dilemmas offered no clear answers. One member shared losing family for love, regretting nothing. Another reconciled but felt hollow. Angelina's inner conflict peaked. Sacrifice love for blood, or vice versa? The moral grayness consumed her. The investigation into Elena hit full stride, precinct halls buzzing with speculation. Elena called Angelina in desperation. "They're suspending me. Happy now." Her voice cracked, revealing vulnerability rarely shown. Angelina's response was measured. "This isn't joy, Mom. It's justice." But inside, turmoil raged. Seeing her mother unravel challenged her resolve. Was dismantling Elena's life the path to her own freedom? Society's judgment amplified the drama. Neighbors gossiped, painting Angelina as the ungrateful daughter. Annabelle, sensing Angelina's wavering, grew distant. "You're choosing her side," she accused during a quiet dinner. Angelina denied it, but seeds of doubt sprouted. Their relationship, once a sanctuary, now felt strained by external forces. "We need space," Annabelle suggested, moving to a friend's couch temporarily. The separation gutted Angelina, her nights filled with self-doubt. Did I push too far? The ethical quandary deepened. Love versus family, truth versus peace. Elena, facing demotion, sought therapy, a step toward change. She shared sessions' insights with Angelina. "I realize now my fears were projections. I'm sorry." The apology, sincere yet late, stirred mixed emotions. Angelina visited their talk raw. "Forgiveness isn't easy," she admitted. Elena nodded. "I don't deserve it yet." This progress clashed with Annabelle's stance, forcing Angelina to mediate impossibly. A climactic reunion occurred at a park bench, all three present. Tensions crackled as truths poured out. Elena addressed Annabelle. "I was wrong to target you. Fear blinded me." Annabelle's response was guarded. "Words don't undo damage." Angelina facilitated, but her own pain surfaced. "We've all paid prices. You your career, Annabelle your security, me my trust." The discussion unearthed deeper issues. Societal norms pressuring conformity, family expectations clashing with personal identity. Resolution teetered as Elena offered restitution, using connections to aid LGBTQ causes. "Let me make amends." Annabelle softened slightly, seeing potential. But betrayal's scars lingered. That night, reunited, Angelina and Annabelle reflected. "Can we move forward?" Angelina asked. Annabelle sighed. "Only if we face it together." Their bond strengthened through trial, but not without cost. In the aftermath, Elena resigned, channeling energy into advocacy, a surprising turn. Angelina watched her mother's transformation, pondering the cycle of hurt and healing. Society's evolution felt slow, but personal changes sparked hope. Yet, questions remained. Had the sacrifices been worth it? As the story concluded, Angelina stood at a crossroads, her life forever altered by choices made in the heat of conflict. The journey had exposed raw truths, forcing reckonings with self and others. In the end, was destroying the old to build the new always justified? Or does it perpetuate the very pain it seeks to end? Was Elena's initial destruction of the photos an act of misguided love, or unforgivable control?